Hello and welcome to the chaos. It is Tuesday morning, and I'm going to just give you a quick update so far on what I've gotten done from the beginning of the week. It's been a hectic start to the week because we had VBS this week, so I haven't got a chance to get a whole lot done. I did yesterday manage to make 3 more little bag charms from the Bek.Made.Studios patterns. This is Snorlax, so I've got 3 of these guys made, and I still want to do some more of hers. I don't know if I'll do all of the ones from the pattern pack, but I know for sure I want to get Eevee made and Psyduck and make a couple more each of these Kanto starters. And I think I might be able to just I'll have to look at it, but I think I might be able to just change up the colors a little bit on the Eevee one and perhaps make it look like Pikachu and then have a couple of Pikachus to go with these guys. We'll see. That's my thought process. Um, and then otherwise, we took the kids to VBS, so that took up a largish chunk of the day getting that done. I did take a nap yesterday too, because Sunday night it stormed so hard, and there was this huge flash of lightning, crack of thunder at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and then all of a sudden we start hearing hail on the roof, and we're like, is it a tornado warning? Our phones didn't go off. What in the world? So we're checking the weather and trying to make sure we didn't need to be getting the kids up and herding them into the bathroom or something. It was just a thunderstorm warning, flash flood warning, which we get those all the time down here because it's just a very stormy area. So yeah, so it was fine, but after that rude awakening, I had a very hard time going back to sleep. So I wound up taking a nap for part of yesterday too. So that also contributed to me not getting very much done. And then last night, I had a Palm Street Live while the kids were at VBS, and my husband went and picked them up for me, so I didn't have to. I got a little extra time to be on the live. So we spent about 2.5 hours on the live, painted a bunch of safety eyes, and sold all but 3 of the pairs that we painted last night. And I've been working on packaging them up this morning to get them ready to go out. And then I also had some Etsy orders of eyes to go out. So let me show you the eyes real quick. So these are some of the ones that we did last night, and also some of the ones that had been done in previous lives that got purchased last night. So Amy purchased these 2 orange pair, one with a set of orange slices, this light green pair, and this light blue pair in 20 millimeter. The sparkle green in 16 millimeter, and then these are all 14 millimeter that were from our previous live where we were painting smaller ones. So this is Amy's haul. I'm gonna get this bagged up for her, and I've got her little goodie bag already put together with the backs and some stickers and a stitch marker, little kitty cat stitch marker, orange to go with the orange eyes. That wasn't really on purpose, it just happened that way. So let's slide hers into her bag, and I'll be able to get that into the mail today. There we go. Do I need to trim that card? No, it'll fit. Okay. So that was Amy. And then also on the live last night, Adri bought some ones that had been previously made, which was these 35 millimeter sea anemone. Now these are a special one-off because these are actually dried flowers in here. And that was all I had of those. So you can kind of see how the color flashes between blue and purple. So she got those, and those are the only pair that those will ever be. I'm looking forward to see when she makes with them. And then these are 2 that were made last night during the live, 20 millimeter. We called this one Sweet Succulents. And then this one is a sparkle orange. I don't know if you can kind of see the glitter on the camera. It shows up better under the light, like with the top down view. But so hers actually is not going to get packaged up today. So Adri, if you're watching this, because she also ordered from my coffee shop the full set of my newest theme, which was the Lost in Space theme. God bless you. And those are made to order, so I haven't made those yet. So when I make those, I'll put all these together so they can just all ship at one time. And then from my Etsy orders, Samantha ordered 3 individual ones of the Dragon Sword set. I got sneezing happening over there. So she got Andarna, Tarn, and Tiny from my Dragon Sword set. So she's bagged up and ready to go. Actually, I might need to wipe these with alcohol first. Check and make sure the other ones are okay. And then Emma ordered the full Dragon Sword set. So Andarna, Tarn, Sigale, and Tiny. That's the full Dragon Sword. Tatiana ordered 30 millimeter, and those are both 30 millimeter, 30 millimeter petrichor from my pastel droplet set. So there's Tatiana's. And I got her some little stickers with her backs. Stick that in there. And then Lydia, my last Etsy order, wanted Cloudburst from the pastel droplet set. That's a 30 millimeter as well. So here's all my eye orders put together, and then what I got crocheted yesterday. Today I'm kind of going back and forth what I want to make, if I want to do more of the little Pokemon, or if I want to try making some butterfly themed loaf kittens, because that was an idea that I had the other day. After watching one of my friends' lives where she was making just crochet butterflies. So it's like, that would make a really cute loaf kitten too. So that's a possibility, and I might use some of that Fluffy Flex yarn to do those. I think that might be fun. So I may do both of those things today. I don't know. It just kind of depends on how the day goes, because I also have to work a little bit for Helping Hands, for the company that I help work on the medical records software for. So I'm going to get that done first, and then see how much time I have left to crochet and do other things. And that's the check-in for this morning. So I will check back in with y'all later. I don't know if I'll be later today or if it'll be tomorrow. Maybe later today while the kids are at VBS. I'll see you later. Bye. Good morning. Happy Friday. Just doing another check-in. I actually didn't get a whole lot done crochet-wise yesterday. I made one crochet object, which I'll show you in a second. And then I also painted that one order of safety eyes that I needed to get done so I can get it to the post office today. And I colored my hair. And then took the kids to VBS. And then there was a Bling Your Book event at the library that I went to, which was a lot of fun. Actually, let me grab my book and I'll show you. I've actually never added rhinestones to anything in this manner before. And it was a lot of fun. And it's actually kind of a dangerous thing for a serial crafter to be introduced to a new craft, because it kind of makes that said serial crafter want to just buy all the things. So I'm going to hold off. They're going to do another one of these at the library soon, and I'll do the next book in the series. But isn't that pretty? I wanted to do the dragons too, but the rhinestones are a little too big to get into those little details. So I don't know. I may eventually get one of those precision glue things, because I think it'd be easier to do with the 3D printing anyway, and maybe put just some fine glitter over the dragons just to kind of add one last little touch. And then I'm going to leave the rest of the cover the way it came, because I just think it looks really cool. And just to have, like, see that one maybe in gold glitter, and then this one in like a holographic black glitter. I think that'd be really fun. So that was what I did yesterday. The one thing that I crocheted was this thing. And I still don't like them. And I like them even less after crocheting this. Not that there's anything wrong with the pattern. There is not. The pattern is very clear. This was a Plushico pattern, and I have a couple other of her patterns that I really like. I I like how she did the ears. It was a very interesting way of doing the ears that I've not done before. I just, yeah, not a big fan of the doll. Now, I did just do the head so I could put it on a keychain. But it's going to be a $20 keychain because it takes so much longer than any of the other keychains. And that's what I don't like. Even just the head took me 45 minutes, which wouldn't be too bad if I were making the whole doll. But I don't really, let's see, if the rest of the body took like another 45 minutes, that would put it at about an hour and a half. So it would be probably a $45 to $55 toy by the time it was all finished. But I don't need any more in that price point. I need the lower price points. I need the 25s and the 20s and the 15s. So that's what I'm just trying to work on between now and GalaxyCon. No more big things unless it's for like a pattern test, like the big Care Bear was. So yeah, I mean, it turned out pretty cute. I did follow the advice of another YouTuber, Nodding Hook, where she did the first 5 rows in the face color, and then she switched to the body color and did a back row only slip stitch, and then finished the rest of the pattern in the body color as written, and then went back and did a ridge to kind of give it that stuffed in the hood effect. That sped it up as much as it could, but it was still, yeah, it just took too long for what my purposes are right now. So this will be the one and only special edition Lafufu keychain going to GalaxyCon with me. And then the only other thing I did was I took like the things that I already had done in this bag that we've gone over this week, made sure they were in my inventory list and tagged them. I'm trying to get better about like as soon as something is done, inventorying it and tagging it. The other thing I have in this bag that I think I have shown you already, maybe I have, maybe I haven't, that I worked on earlier this week, was the caterpillars. Although I think I am going to turn them into butterflies. I just need to add butterfly wings. So that's why they haven't been inventoried yet. I want to do 2 more of these and then add the wings. So that may be what I work on today. And I also have my 3D printer warming up. There's a few things that I wanted to try that I have seen recently. And I need to get back into printing for market, just little things, you know, bookmarks, little things like that. But there was a particular display piece that I wanted to try to print that was like a grid wall kind of a situation, but it was like small. I don't know, maybe I will print that, maybe I won't. I have to think about it because I don't know if I'll actually need it for GalaxyCon, since I don't think I'm gonna have much table space. But I do also want to research a way to display stickers, because actually, let me grab those too. My older kids, my teenagers, actually designed for me some original art that we turned into stickers. And they've just arrived in the mail yesterday. I think I got 100 of each. I'll have to count them and make sure. But I have 4 different designs. And I put them all on holographic just because that's more fun. So there's this one, which is really cute. And then this one, sort of like a winged alley cat. Very cute guy. So yeah, so I need a way to display these, and I'm going to need a way to just store them, because right now they're just in the plastic bags that the company sent them in. I used Vograce, V-O-G-R-A-C-E, which was a company that after I watched a whole lot of YouTubers who do cons and stuff like artist alley cons and they do primarily stickers and art prints and things like that. This is a company they all recommended. So I did a lot of research before I picked the sticker company, and that's what I went with. And these are nice. I like them. This one has heart-shaped holographics. Can you see those? And then the last one, and my favorite, I actually got the sample made of these so that I would know, and I got a sample keychain too, so I would know what they would look like. So I have a few, I think they sent me maybe 15, like 3-inch size of these, but these are the, I think, 2 inches. And they have the star holographic. I just think they turned out really cute. So yeah, so I was gonna look up see if I could find a way to maybe 3D print something I could display these guys on, or maybe some kind of a little stand I could put them in. I know a lot of people use like nail polish stands, and I could always go to Amazon and just order something, but I thought if there's a file out there for something smallish that I could 3D print, why not? I have the printer, I have the material, I might as well, right? So that's my plan for this morning. I'm going to try to print something and work on 2 more cats because I need 2 more of those butterfly cats. And I don't know, I might go live on Instagram or on YouTube or something later today. I haven't done that in a long while, and just crochet, do a crochet hangout. I thought about doing it on Palm Street, but I don't know if I will because I haven't had the chance to like hype it up at all. So I don't know if anybody would show if I just did a spontaneous one. I don't know. So that's my check-in for now. I'll check in again later. Quick check-in. The butterfly kitties now all have their wings. So these are the wings from the Pawgysplace Beatrice the Butterfly pattern, which is a free Instagram pattern that you can find. I only did the first section of the wing. It actually goes out again in this color and then adds another color to go out again. But I felt like these were big enough for these kitties. I didn't want to go any bigger. And they all have 6 little bobble legs and 2 little antennas. I made all these out of the Fluffy Flex yarn, and they each took about a half of one of those skeins, so I still have some leftovers of all of these colors to come up with something else to do with them. So that's your check-in for now. Butterflies have been completed. I'm not sure what I want to do next. I'm kind of working my way through that stack of yarn over there that doesn't fit into my shed right now. So I might grab one of those cakes and do a longer project like a Jenna Dragon or something, just to have something to kind of sit down and work through that I don't feel like I'm speeding through. Or I might just give my hands a break for a little while. So this is what we got so far today. Hello and happy Sunday. It is the end of the week's vlog again. Last update, I believe I was showing you the butterfly loaf kittens that I had gotten finished. And then yesterday I worked on taking one of these cakes, the burnout blanket ombre. It's not the perfect phasing, it's the ombre, so it does have kind of sharper color changes than the phasing does. It blends pretty well for the most part, but there were a couple of places. This is a brand new cake. I used up most of the other cake, but there were a couple of places in the other cake where like one color had just been tied into the next color, and it was a pretty distinct color change, but it didn't matter so much with what I was planning to do with them. So what I started doing, and they're still all very much works in progress, bag is just whips. So here's what I have left of the first cake. So I'm going to finish this cake off and then be done with this particular project, but I thought they were the perfect color to make little Dragonite. Now he doesn't have his wings yet. This is what I mean, works in progress. And little Charizard. because Dragonite's that more yellow color and Charizard's that brighter orange. So I have, let's see, I had 1, 2, and 3 of the Dragonite color so far, and obviously the rest of this is going to be Dragonite, so I'm going to wind up with more Dragonite than I have Charizard. Charizard, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need to get into that other skein a little bit to get a matching color to do the head horns on this guy, and to get the matching color to do the tail on this guy, because I got this far and you can see he actually kind of transitioned. This is one of those sharp transitions into that lighter orange color before I could get his tail done. And obviously this bright of a red would not work with this being his tail color. That wouldn't work at all. So yeah, so that's 3 Charizard, 4 Dragonite, and I think I can probably get at least 1, if not 2 more Dragonites out of this one. So that's what I'm going to do with that. And then finish off their wings. I need to get 2 different shades of teal, basically. Dragonite has like a light teal, Charizard has a darker teal. I mean, they are almost the same design, really. Dragonite is just like a chubby version of Charizard. Very similar color palette, very, very similar in design. So I'm going to finish these guys off, and these will be 20 each at GalaxyCon. Oh, no, I do want to get, when I get into this darker color, I want to get some of the scrap yarn and give these guys, like, angry eyelids, because Charizard has, like, angry eyelids. And then I'll need to just get some regular red yarn, and I'll give him a little flame for his tail. So that was that I did yesterday. And then last night, well, then I went to, yesterday afternoon, I went to run errands. I had a grocery shop and such. And I also went to my, the store where I consign at, and kind of rearranged the shelves, cleaned them up a little bit, added a few more things, and I actually took a real inventory for once. So I have an actual list of all the things that I have there, and a little shorter list of things that I need to make to take, like the tiny octos, which is the All From Jade free octo pattern. I only have 1 left of those, so I need to make some more of those. The miniature Mabel chickens. It's not really Mabel. It's not Okamarlo's pattern, but it's a free pattern on Instagram for a keychain chicken that looks very, very similar in shape to the Mabel. And so they're like this bitty, and I use just scrap yarns. They're just little scrap yarn projects. I sell them for $5. And then I need to stock up the pickle jar. I have little tiny pickles about this big, like keychain size, basically, little pickles, and I sell those for $5 as well. And again, scrap yarn. And then what else did I have on the list? There's, and a jumping spider. The owner of the store actually personally requested I bring a jumping spider the next time I come in. So I may just grab a little skein of the gray yarn and make a batch of jumping spiders. I think I have another one of these cakes actually in the gray tones, which is what I used the first time, and it turned out really, really cool looking. So I will probably do that again. And that's what I've done so far. Then last night, I did another Palm Street Live of safety eyes, and it was fantastic. I was live for about 3 hours, and I sold literally every pair that I made, and then a few more that were in the shop from beforehand. It was like over $200 in sales, and I just spent the morning making sure they're all cleaned up and packaged up and ready to go. I still got to print labels for them, but I am coming down with something. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, and I'm just worn out. So I'll put labels on them tomorrow morning and get them in the mail tomorrow. And right now, my plan is to get a bite to eat because it's 1:30 in the afternoon or thereabouts, and I haven't had lunch yet. Some hot tea to soothe my throat, and then I'm going to go relax a little bit because I just need to get some rest. I'm just not feeling my greatest. And it is Father's Day, so I would like to rest a little bit so I can kind of be there for my hubby when he gets home from work tonight. He does have to work today, unfortunately. So that's my updates, and I'm going to go ahead and get this all stitched together in my editing software. Probably going to be a real low edit video. I don't know that I'm going to do anything special with it, and then just go ahead and get it posted to YouTube so you guys can see it, because I normally like to have my videos up by like 2 on Sundays. So I'm going to be pushing it as is. That's it. That's what I've done this week. This is GalaxyCon Prep number 6, I want to say. Counting down to the wire, guys. Counting down to the wire. I have like 4 weeks left. But I'm feeling pretty good about it. I've got over 11,000 in inventory. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm not going to stop making, but I'm trying to keep myself from freaking out too much and like hurting myself by making too much. That's my thought process right now. I do want to switch gears after I'm done with these little guys and do some more of the Aaron's Yarnimals Pokemon, because I've got a couple of them, but not a lot of them, and they're really good, quick makes. I mean, not super quick, about an hour a piece, I'd say. Maybe an hour and a half, depending on how much sewing they might have. But they're just cute. It's a cute style. I enjoy them, and I would like to get at least the evolutions done. I have a set of the starters. I think I might need to do another Squirtle. Yeah, I think I need another Squirtle. I'm pretty sure I have Charmander still. I don't think I have an Aaron's Yarnimal Bulbasaur, but I have several others. And I have a Glaceon and I have an Eevee. So I got a little bit of a head start on the evolutions. But yeah. So that's what I'd like. Some of the more popular, more common ones. Just work on them over the next couple of weeks. See how many I can get done. We'll see. I'll probably get distracted partway through and want to do something else, because that's just how it goes. But anyway, I need to quit babbling on to you so I can get this edited. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.